Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Steve Clifford a little bit. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. Arenas with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Malone. Back to Thompson. Over Artest. The Knicks pull it in. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Arenas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability. Starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
Second free throw, no good.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Here's LeBron. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
Always willing to embrace contact. LeBron James has the kind of frame that can absorb it any time.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Knicks trail by 4. Arenas with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That's tipped. Pass to Griffin. Here's Gilmore. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just a tremendous look right there by Blake. This guy's got great court vision and excellent touch.
To the middle. Here's Lucas. To end the drought. He lays it in.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
To the paint. Here's Griffin. Noah with the block.
Well, this is a guy who has great wingspan and has an ability to get to shots others can't.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Now here's Arenas. Fast break, here they come. And here they go. It's blocked. Pass to Noah. Some nice passing by New York here. That one drops for him.
You cannot take Noah for granted in there. A veteran who will make the right play.
It's Moncrief on the wing. Here's LeBron, covered by Artest. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's James. No good on that one. Great defense that time from Noah. And it's Lucas with the ball for the New York Knicks. 4-point game. Back to Arenas. Stolen by Stockton. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Gilbert Arenas. That's his first foul. And here is Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. Great defense that time from Noah.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Lucas. Now here's King. Rodman covering. Now Lucas. From outside, off the mark. Johnson down low. Thompson in the corner. Poked away. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Here's Archibald. Johnson outside. Here's Malone. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Malone's got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
No good from Lucas.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. 1:12 left here in the first quarter. Here's Kuz. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. Here's Jokic. That one off the back iron and out. Pass to Moncrief. Back to Stockton. Inside. Gilmore. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony, no one around. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Six to shoot. A shot by Duncan. Nobody around. Oh, that's offensive interference. Now here's James. Over Anthony.
You can never discount the range and the wingspan that Melo brings. He can bother a lot of shots.
15. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Leading by 10. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Here's Muresan. And finally they hit one. Muresan's got 8 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 8.
His three-point shot can be streaky from game to game and season to season, but Melo's certainly a threat from out there.
On the wing, Johnson. They double-team Johnson. On the wing, Rodman. Back to Malone. Floats one up. And they pick up 2. That's now 8 points for Karl Malone.
Considered one of the strongest players in the league, Malone doesn't get distracted by a little contact.
Anthony left side. Jordan up top. Duncan outside. Puts the move on. That's tipped. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Rodman no good. Knicks trail by 12. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Malone.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Pass to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Here's James. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Duncan can't hit.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Kuzi. No good from outside. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Griffin's shot is good.
Well, that's setting up Blake Griffin for success. Give him some credit for using the opportunity on the catch to just rise and fire.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Knicks trail by 16. Here's our test. That one good for 2. Our test got his first 2 points of the night.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Gilmore. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton.
That's from
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Arenas. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Stockton. Back to LeBron. Lots of room. That miss is his 4th this game. He's shooting 3 for 7 from the field. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
substitution on the court.
The visitors on defense. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Embiid. Here's Lucas. The shot, no good. Some solid defense by Rodman. Pass to Johnson. There's the drive. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Kicks it out to Malone. And the 3 off target. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 18. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And you can tell Arenas just has that ability as a distributor. He can pick out the ready shooter and get them the rock.
Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Outside Arenas. Knocked loose. And taken away by Magic. The finish. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
New York calls timeout. Knicks trail by 20. Here's Kuzi. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Jokic. Plays it up and banks it in.
And they try to stonewall Jokic, but he's not having it. He's just fearless going up inside.
Moncrief fell Sid with it. Stockton trying to break loose. And Moncrief gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Yeah, you gotta love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
Here's Kuzi. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Kuzi's got his first points of the night.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Kicks it out to Jordan. Out to the wing. Here's Jokic.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Here's Johnson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And from second rounder to MVP, Greg, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
Pass to Kuzi. Jokic inside. Got a hand on it. And they get it back. The offensive rebound. Here's Kuzi. Jacks up a three. Tries yet again. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Malone.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
2 shots.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Here's Johnson. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Pass to Murazan. That shot off. And New York will come the other way. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. Two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Johnson surveying the floor. Murazan gets the bucket. Murazan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That's the end of the first.
And so a pretty lopsided. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Now Stockton still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gilmore draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the New York Knicks. Pass to Duncan. It's deflected, and they get it back. Stockton with it. Here's LeBron driving to the basket. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
LeBron has made himself a deadly shooter. You can't fault the D for being a little too aggressive on his shot fakes.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from James. Here's Kuzi. Duncan outside. Jordan left side. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Here's LeBron, and he gets the bucket. LeBron's got 11 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Pass to Noah. Out to Duncan. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Johnson inside. From deep LeBron. It's rebounded by Noah.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Anthony. Off target with his 3.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Pass to Guerin. Now here's Lucas. Arenas with it. He's guarded by Johnson. Stolen by Magic. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Embiid, no good.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Both teams will make substitutions. And the free throw, no good. So it's New York now. Here's Archibald. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Lucas to end the run. Archibald with the bucket.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Visiting team leads 70.
Here's Johnson. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Johnson. First personal foul.
The Knicks have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
The line for New York.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
One shot.
Here's Archibald. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Johnson goes in. So the wing on the left. And stolen by Lucas. Pass to Artest. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for the away team.
And so it's New York with it.
Busher.
Oh, and the rejection by Stockton. Stolen by Artest. Here's Archibald. Here's Lucas. And they'll get another chance. Here's Embiid. And he comes up with the deuce. Embiid's got his second bucket.
Visiting team.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Here's Stockton. And he lays it straight in. Stockton's got his first bucket of the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Back to Embiid. Got a piece of it. The second chance effort. Artest. In the corner, it's Stockton. Here's Archibald. And Griffin sends it back.
Boy, don't test Blake. Boy, every move out there on the floor, he's anticipating and sending it back.
They recover it. And that one drops for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
High post, Embiid. And good that time. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Pass to Griffin. It's his first trip to the line.
Second personal foul. Fifth team foul. Blake Griffin at the line. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
He's off on the second.
Boy, guys, you have to applaud Blake Griffin's willingness to go from star to role player. There are guys who cannot handle that adjustment, but he has thrived in this new role.
Here's James. And it's sent back by Jokic. They get it back. Back to Griffin. Tries again.
Blake Griffin.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
LeBron James.
And it's 7 points for Blake Griffin. Here's Kuzi. Free throw line jump shot. Rodman grabs the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Vintage Blake Griffin finished at the cup, one of the best dunkers in NBA history, big time.
Anthony's shot is off. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
It is really so impressive how LeBron James continues to play at a high level. We all respect greatness. What is the hardest thing to achieve is sustained greatness, and that's LeBron James.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
You don't teach that. You see the defense there, but Melo seems to navigate around or through it.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. The shot from the low post is good. Johnson's got 18 points in the game.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Man, that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. LeBron James on the wing. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. Jordan with the bounce pass. Jokic inside. Shot clock at 6. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. And there's the call on Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Johnson.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. And Johnson drops them both.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Pass to Lucas. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Magic Johnson with the slam.
That's just more for Magic, and for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
And here is Lucas. Here's Guerin. Outside Arenas. It's tipped. Here's Embiid. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's LeBron. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. LeBron's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is... delivering.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Guerin. Back to Embiid. Over James. Embiid, no good. LeBron James on the wing. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And time to step aside.
And a big round of applause.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Archibald. And so much great talent coming into the league, Craig, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Here's James, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
Both free throws good from James.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Pass to Embiid. A beautiful reverse layup.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
162.
Johnson outside. To the middle. That's tipped. Here's Murison. Malone. Rebound by Joel Embiid. New York with the ball. Here's Garrett. And he's way off from outside. James left side. Pass to Murison. Here's Guerin. Launches a 3. Here's Embiid. Out to Duncan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit. It's all good things that can get you ready for action. I'm for it.
Here's Duncan. Down low. And that one's good. Guerin.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
So New York going with almost an entire new group. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Stolen by Thompson. And now it's Stockton running. He can go all the way.
Melo just reading the play the right way, put in the extra effort to come up with such a nice block.
Here's the break. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Jokic inside. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And that's 13 points for Jokic.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Here's Stockton. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. New York called for the foul.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor. Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Both shots good from the stripe. Lately, as we've seen, Doris, a few small market teams stockpiling picks to the extreme. What do you think of that strategy?
Well, the organization that is fully committed to stockpiling picks is clearly the Oklahoma City Thunder. We have yet to see them come out on the other side and build a contending team. Not a small market team, but look at the Miami Heat. They refuse to lose at any cost. They're always looking to win, and I certainly like that mentality.
Here's LeBron. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Substitution for the away team, Magic Johnson.
So it's New York now. Jokic with the bounce pass. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Pass to LeBron. Back to Johnson. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Mirasan. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for New York. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Mirasan the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Malone. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. A deep three from Jordan. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Jordan's got 19 points.
105-72.
Here's Johnson. And he slams it down right on top of Tim.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Here's Johnson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
Ron Harper, John Stockton.
From the inbound, and finished off by Griffin.
Well, Blake Griffin understands how to score through tough contests. Excellent finish inside.
And here's Thompson. Pass to Griffin. Duncan with the block. And they recover it. And finished off by Griffin.
Well, it might be over a decade in the league, but Blake still has some hops.
Duncan outside. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors, but it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Pass to Harper. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Stockton. To the left wing. And the wide open shot from Griffin. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Griffin's got 7 points for the quarter.
One thing you have to love about Blake Griffin, understanding the three-point revolution in the NBA, he has added to his range year after year.
Got a hand on it. And they're running. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. 18 points for Blake Griffin.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Here's Jokic. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Timeout, away team. Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
Now here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And two cities, which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's the sentiment I think most can get behind.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
Here's Archibald. Pass to Embiid. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Archibald can't hit. Here's LeBron. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
Team foul. LeBron James.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Anthony.
2 minutes.
Out to the right wing. To the inside. Jordan. Nails the baby hook. Jordan's got 23 points.
A high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Here's Johnson. That one goes in.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Kuzi, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Johnson with the bounce pass. And then Rodman with the jam.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Duncan, who's back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass? Getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Outside, Malone. His 3-pointers off the mark. Inside, here's Duncan. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defensive.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt... Oh, goodness gracious.
About that finish.
And stolen by James. Pass to Murazan. Good, and the assist goes to Malone.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line. And Kuzi, just an all-around talent, superb passer, who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them.
Pass to Murazan. Here's Johnson, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Duncan. Offensive rebound.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To come.